Today, in the media conference with Lal Goyal, which is brought to you by V4 News, Karu News, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV India, Newsgaon se, Samvad Sarokar News, Bharat Post News, Gyan, and Organ Donation India Foundation. Our endeavor is to enlighten you with the current topic, and today's topic is really very current, very controversial, and very hot. But before I will go on my today's topic, I would like to inform you that today India is celebrating Mahashivratri. Mahashivratri is a Hindu festival celebrated annually in honor of the god Shiva. The name also refers to the night when Shiva performs the heavenly dance. There is a Shivratri in every lunisolar month of the Hindu calendar on the month's 13th night and 14th day. But once a year in late winter, February or March or Faguna, and before the arrival of summer, marks Mahashivratri, which means the great night of Shiv. It is a major festival in Hinduism, and this festival is solemn and marks a remembrance of overcoming darkness and ignorance in life and the world. Sorry. It is observed by remembering Shiva and chanting prayers, fasting and meditating on ethics and virtues such as honesty, non-injury to others, charity, forgiveness, and the discovery of Shiva. The ardent devotees keep awake all night. Others visit one of the Shiv temple or go on pilgrimage to Jyotirlingams. Media conference with Lal Goyal wishes you on this very auspicious occasion and happy Mahashivratri. Now coming to our main topic, and the topic is post-retirement appointment of judges, good or bad. No law is stopping judges from taking post-retirement jobs. Judges of the higher judiciary should not accept any government job after retirement. Such judges must not forget that their conduct, even post-retirement, was crucial to preserve people's faith in the judiciary. Within a month of retiring from the Supreme Court of India, Justice S. Abdul Nazir has been appointed Governor of Andhra Pradesh. Many believe it is no coincidence that he was a part of the Constitution bench that decided the Ayodhya Ram Mandir land issue. In the tenure of the Narendra Modi-led government since 2014, he is the third Supreme Court judge who has received a high-profile political appointment soon after retirement. The other two being Justice P. Sadashivam, who was appointed Governor of Kerala, and Justice Ranjan P. Gogoi, who was appointed member of the Rajya Sabha. Post-retirement, the judicial committee should take a consulted decision not to accept any job stemming from political patronage. But as the topic itself says, it's a very controversial thing because few people feel that the appointment is for the benefit to get the knowledge, the experience of the very senior judges as a governor or as a Rajya Sabha member, but few people feels that this is nothing but a lucrative thing just to get the benefit pre-retirement, which was according to few of the people that it was seen in their judgments before their retirement. I would like to put a caveat here that this program is not against any particular judge or any individual. This is against a particular policy or a system which we are analyzing. Rather, we are not against, but we are analyzing that policy or the system, whether it should be there or not. And we have a very elite panel, legal luminaries with us who have vast experience in this field. And we would like to hear from the experts what they say. And then we will also have the opinions which were sent to us by our viewers. We will take those views and opinions also. So today's first of our guest is, I would like to invite and introduce our first guest, and he is Honorable Justice Rajiv Lochan Mehrotra. Honorable Justice Rajiv Lochan Mehrotra is the former Allahabad High Court judge. He is the chairman of Review Committee, which looks after Prevention of Unauthorized Activities Act. He joined service as civil judge. He worked as district judge of Bijnor and Agra. He also worked as judicial member, State Administrative Tribunal. Welcome, Honorable Justice Rajiv Lochan Mehrotra on our show. But before that, I would like to take the opinion of one of our viewer, and the opinion is from Advocate K.C. Jain. Advocate K.C. Jain is a renowned social activist and Supreme Court lawyer, and he's from Agra. And his views are: an appointment, if given immediately after retirement, raises apprehensions in the mind of the people that the judge, while in job, had an inclination towards the ruling party and gave his judgments in its favor. That is why it is often demanded that there should be a gap of 2 years from the date of retirement to the date of appointment post-retirement. Justice should not be done, but it should also appear to have been done. Caesar's wife should be above suspicion. These were the views of Advocate K.C. Jain. He's a renowned social activist and Supreme Court lawyer from Agra. Welcome, Honorable Justice Rajiv Lochan Mehrotra on our show. Justice Mehrotra, you have heard the view of a very senior advocate, K.C. Jain. And you being yourself a High Court judge, and you have seen what is happening in the country. The post-retirement benefits are being given not only by this government, the other earlier government also. So, and as per one data up to 2020, which I read somewhere, that out of 100 retired judges, 70 got the post-retirement posting, either directly in a very, very lucrative post like governor or Rajya Sabha member, or they become the chairman of some commission, whether Human Rights Commission or many other commissions. We would like to know your views on this very, very important and relevant topic, post-retirement appointment of judges, good or bad. Honorable Justice Lochan Mehrotra, please.
सभी को नमस्कार और महाशिवरात्रि की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
आपको भी
थैंक यू साहब। जैसे कि आज का विषय है, प्रत्येक चीज के दो पहलू होते हैं। आज इन्वेंशंस बहुत से हुए हैं, साइंस के हुए हैं। हमने हवाई जहाज बनाया, ट्रेन बनाई, रॉकेट बनाए, लेकिन साथ ही साथ मिसाइल्स और एटम बम बना लिए जो मानव जाति के लिए खतरनाक हो सकते हैं। हमने बिजली बनाई, घर के सारे ऑपरेटर्स उससे चल रहे हैं। 24 घंटे बिजली ना आए तो हम बिल्कुल पैरालाइज हो जाते हैं। हमने रेफ्रिजरेटर बनाया केवल इसलिए कि सामान को सुरक्षित रखने के लिए। अब उसमें अगर कोई बॉडीज रख दे किसी आदमी की, तो ये रेफ्रिजरेटर बनाने वालों का दोष नहीं है। एग्जैक्टली यही स्थिति केवल जजेस की नहीं, बल्कि मैं थोड़ा सा संशोधन करूंगा लाल साहब। ये पोस्ट ट्रायल असाइनमेंट्स केवल जजेस के लिए ही नहीं है, ये सभी सर्विसेज में है। एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज में आप देख लीजिए, आप रेवेन्यू सर्विसेज में देख लीजिए, पुलिस सर्विसेज में देख लीजिए, आपको पोस्ट ट्रायल असाइनमेंट्स लगभग सभी सर्विसेज में मिल रहे हैं। मेरा मानना यह है कि हर आदमी के अंदर जो एक इंस्टिंक्ट होती है, अगर एक ईमानदारी की इंस्टिंक्ट है, तो वो पोस्ट ट्रायल जॉब्स को कहीं से भी इफेक्ट नहीं करती है। वो किसी न किसी रूप में आदमी अपने नियत के हिसाब से काम करता जाता है। सरकारें जो भी आई, जब वो अपोजिशन में रही तो उन्होंने पोस्ट ट्रायल जजेस के विशेष रूप से पोस्ट ट्रायल असाइनमेंट्स को क्रिटिसाइज किया, और जब वो सत्ता में आई तो उन्होंने दिया। जब मौजूदा सरकार विपक्ष में थी, अरुण जेटली साहब का स्टेटमेंट था, जब ये सरकार सत्ता में आई तो अब विपक्षी पार्टियों का ये एलिगेशन है। लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से 65 साल या 62 साल की उम्र ऐसी नहीं होती है, जैसा कि बाबा भीमराव अम्बेडकर साहब ने कहा था, जिसमें आदमी का इंटेलेक्ट खत्म होता है। बल्कि अगर ये सच कहें, मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था लीजेंड देवानंद साहब का, उन्होंने कहा था कि इट इज नॉट अ मैटर ऑफ एज, वी हैव बिकम मोर मैच्योर। तो 62 साल या 65 साल के बाद अगर उसकी सर्विसेज को किसी और क्षेत्र में लिया जा रहा है तो वो उतना गलत नहीं है, बशर्ते कि वो आदमी इंटीग्रिटी का ठीक हो, उस आदमी की इंटीग्रिटी डाउटफुल ना हो। और अब समाज में हम कह सकते हैं कि अब कोई भी सर्विस, कोई प्रोफेशन, कोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट ऐसी नहीं बची है जिसमें कुछ लोगों पे सवालिया निशान न लगे हों। और ये जो भी आपत्ति होती है केवल उन्हीं लोगों के पोस्ट रिटायरल असाइनमेंट पर होती है जिनके ऊपर कुछ सवालिया निशान समाज लगाए रखता है। बहुत से मामलों में, एक मुझे याद है शायद जस्टिस उषाकांत वर्मा साहब का शायद मामला था, और जब हाई कोर्ट जज थे, एक पीएससी का मैटर उनके रिटायरमेंट की डेट तक वो कंक्लूड नहीं हो पाया था, बड़ी बेंच का हिस्सा थे वो, और गवर्नमेंट ने उनको 1 साल के लिए एक्सटेंशन दिया था उस पीरियड में, प्रोबेबली 80s में, लेट 80s में। तो ये चलता रहा है। और जो आज पेंडेंसी चल रही है उसको देखते हुए मैं तो ये कहूंगा कि पोस्ट रिटायरल असाइनमेंट के रूप में सभी जजेस को आप एडिशनल जज बना के उनकी सीनियरिटी को खत्म करके 62 और 65 के बाद अगर आईबी रिपोर्ट उनके खिलाफ नहीं है तो सबको जुडिशियल काम में लगा दीजिए, कोर्ट्स में लगा दीजिए, उनसे कहिए कि अप टू द एज ऑफ 70 वो केसेस का डिस्पोजल करता रहें, और ये पोस्ट रिटायरल असाइनमेंट का झगड़ा ही खत्म हो जाएगा। जिनके ऊपर क्वेश्चन मार्क लगे हैं उनको आप हटा दीजिए, लेकिन मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द जजेस, क्योंकि आप आईबी रिपोर्ट के बाद ही उनका एलिवेशन करते हैं, तो 70-80%, 85% लोगों को आप फर्दर असाइनमेंट के रूप में उन्हीं कोर्ट्स में, क्योंकि देखिए वो 65 साल के बाद सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जज किसी लायक नहीं रहता, कहीं वकालत नहीं कर सकता है, और उससे अगर ये उम्मीद की जाए कि वो कोई बिजनेस शुरू करेगा तो बिजनेस शुरू करने की भी वो मेंटल उनका वो स्टेटस नहीं होता है कि कोई और सर्विस या बिजनेस में जाए वो। तो जब तक कि इक्विवेलेंट पोस्ट, चाहे कोई हाई कोर्ट जज हो या सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज हो, हाई कोर्ट जजेस की पोजीशन भी यही है कि वो अपने हाई कोर्ट में वकालत कर नहीं सकते हैं, और दूसरे हाई कोर्ट में जाके एस्टेब्लिश करना इट इज वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट। कोई भी 62 साल की उम्र में रिस्क कवर नहीं करना चाहेगा। तो पोस्ट रिटायरल असाइनमेंट की जगह या तो आप रिटायरमेंट एज कर दीजिए 70 इन ऑल द कैडर्स, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट से लेकर और सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक कह दीजिए कि अप टू द एज ऑफ 70 आप लोग काम करेंगे। उसके बाद फिर नो फर्दर असाइनमेंट, 5 साल का कूलिंग पीरियड लगा दीजिए। उसके बाद अगर किसी को आना है तो पॉलिटिक्स में आ जाए, या किसी को कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट मिलनी है तो कूलिंग पीरियड के बाद मिल जाए। लेकिन केवल ये कहना कि पोस्ट रिटायरल असाइनमेंट केवल जजमेंट्स को एल्योर, प्री रिटायर जजमेंट्स को एल्योर करने के लिए होता है, मैं इससे पूरी तरह सहमत नहीं हूँ। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you very much, Justice Mehrotra, for giving your views. And Honorable Justice Mehrotra is very, very clear in 2-3 points. First thing he says, it is not that every judge is been lured by the present government and give the judgments during his tenure or her tenure in favor of the government because he or she is going to get the future assignment. But he says a very good suggestion he has given is that after the retirement of 62 or 65, depending on the whether from High Court or the Supreme Court, they should be given extension of 5 years as additional judge in the same courts, so that at least they can dispose of those matters which are lots of pending about, as you all know, the viewers of at least approximately 5 crore cases are pending till today in India. So at least those can be resolved effectively. And in case if after that there should be a 5 years cooling period, afterwards if he or she wants to come in the politics or to do anything, then they can go for that, because he says it's not possible for a judge to start as an advocate in another high court or in Supreme Court. It's not possible. And we know that there are some instances where we found that the judges are retiring from the High Court if they are coming to Supreme Court, because their many colleagues are in the Supreme Court. So that type of favoritism should also not be there. So it is always better that they should be bar for 5 years, at least the cooling time, and 5 years for the extension. I think the suggestion is very good, and that is why the media conference with Lal Goyal is always to take the good suggestions that from the experts, which because it's a public program, and in case if the government feels that this suggestion is good, they may come out with some, if they want to take the suggestion, good suggestion, they must accept it. Thank you very much, Honorable Justice Malhotra, for giving your very, very, very effective views. Now, I would like to go to my next panelist guest, and he is Honorable Justice Sudhir Kumar Saxena. Honorable Justice Sudhir Kumar Saxena is the former High Court judge. He was graduated in law in 1976, registered with Bar Council of UP in the year 1976, practiced in Allahabad High Court on civil, constitutional, and criminal side for more than 17 years, represented various banks, local bodies, and development authorities, was standing counsel for state of UP from 1990 to 94, held office in bar associations, appointed in higher judicial service on May 12, 1994, promoted as district and session judge on November 28, 2006, elevated as additional judge on September 5, 2011, took oath as permanent judge on August 6, 2013, worked as chairman of Magistrate Court, monitoring controller, member of July Justice Committee, High Court, and Legal Aid Committee, Lucknow Bench. He was appointed as chairman of UP Public Service Tribunal on 1st February 2017. He retired on 31st January 2022. He was designated senior advocate by Supreme Court of India on 20th May 2022. Welcome, Honorable Justice Sudhir Kumar Saxena. But before I will take your views, I would like to read the view of one of the esteemed viewer, and he is Advocate Deo Prakash Singh. Advocate Deo Prakash Singh is the advocate at Patna High Court. His view is post-retirement enrichment of me lords will invariably circumvent the decision-taking ability of the higher judiciary of all the justices, whether he is awarded or not awarded. Bad precedence. There should not be any government posting after retirement of me lords for the sake of purity and impartiality of judicial system. These are the views of Advocate Deo Prakash Singh. He is the advocate at Patna High Court, Patna. Welcome, Honorable Justice Sudhir Kumar Saxena on our show. Honorable Justice Sudhir Kumar Saxena, you have heard the views of Honorable Justice Malhotra, as well as views of our viewers, their opinions. Now, you also being the justice, you are the judge of High Court, and you have seen the post-retirement benefits of many judges. We would like to know from you your views on post-retirement appointment of judges, good or bad. Honorable Justice Sudhir Kumar Saxena, please.
Good morning, Mr. Goyal, and greetings on Shivratri to all of the listeners. Now, I understand this topic has become hot because heat is coming from the recent attack on the judiciary from the constitutional position holders. And it is because of this that the judiciary has come into picture. In fact, there's a sustained effort to dedicate the judiciary to assault and attack and to lower its stream in the public life. I'll refer to those cases, but before that, I think people are having in mind the appointment of Justice Nazir. We must know that Justice Nazir hails from a very simple background. He has risen from that background to the post of Supreme Court judge. They refer to the judgment when judgment given in the case of demonetization or the Ayodhya matter, but they fail to refer to the judgment given in the matter of privacy as a fundamental right. They fail to refer to other judgments, including judgment upholding free speech. People do not understand the decision-making process and then start making allegations. In Supreme Court, judges sit in the benches. They don't sit singly. And judges they belong to the same age group, and none of them has been subordinate to other in the particular bench. You will agree that 5 decisions given by 4-1. Justice Nagratna had disagreed. Can you say that Justice Nazir, can anyone say who knows law, who anything in law, that presiding judge has influenced or influences all other judges? In Supreme Court, they come from different state, different background. They can't be influenced. Similarly, Ayodhya matter, it was given, everybody knows it was a solution worked out of mediation and given the court of seal. That was done to put a quietus to the dispute which has been pending for last 500 years. So Nazir was only one of the party and he represented the minority. Very often allegations are made. Therefore, they should know that judgments, every judge, I mean, I'm not referring to the aberration or exceptions, but every judge does not decide the case merely because he has to get some appointment. I mean, sorry.
Yes, please go ahead. No, you are on mute. Please go ahead. Your voice is not coming, just Honorable Justice. We can't hear
Am I
you.
audible, sir?
Now you're audible. Yes. Please. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So therefore, the allegation that Justice Nazir had decided those cases is absolutely groundless. Now we come to the appointments. There are not only the post of governor. Of course, governor post is a pleasure post, but there are other appointments also, like the appointments of regulatory commissions, income tax appellate tribunal, service central administrative tribunal, public service tribunal. They require judicial body because they are regulatory. They have to decide they have to perform the quasi-judicial function. So this can't be avoided. You have to give appointment to those persons who are having judicial background. These tribunals are to be manned by judicial. So one cannot say that judges cannot be given the subsequent appointment after retirement. Now we come to the post of governor because it is in controversy now. We have seen the governor, Ramesh Bhandari. May I refer to the name of Ramesh Bhandari? Then we have seen the West Bengal governor. Now I will not name him. We have seen the Maharashtra governor who just has been shunted out. We have seen the Kerala governor. I mean, when you appoint the political persons, their political ambitions do arouse. And therefore, they want to do whatever they could not do in their political career. Now, Rajasthan, when everybody will remember that Kalyan Mishra had not called the house despite repeated resolutions by the cabinet. Similarly, in Kerala, Justice R.A. Muhammad Khan was giving a tough run to the government, left government. We have seen the governor, Fagu Chauhan. I mean, the governor post has become as if they are agent of central government. That should not be. The Constitution because never intended this. And we have seen the governor of Sadashivam, Fatma Bibi, and this governor's position is not. It is not a ceremonial post. Now these days, when we are having lot of horse trading, swapping parties, we saw the oath was administered at the 5 a.m. in the morning. Then in UP, the oath was given to Jagdamba Pal in the same day, within 1 hour. So we need a person who is mature enough to hold the post of governor, who does not have political background, and who takes decision according to Constitution. Who person can be better than the High Court or Supreme Court judge? He is guardian of the Constitution. He knows the Constitution. And you please tell me, give any example where this Sadashivam has created any controversy anywhere in Kerala. Of course, there was a left government and the earlier Congress government. And then this Fatma Bibi. I'm not referring to the case Gogoi because this is a political position. But therefore, my submission is that the governor post should be given to the non-political persons, like some lieutenants have been appointed, and some even administrators have been appointed. But politics should be kept away from this. And my submission is that the post of governor requires interpretation of Constitution, especially when these days morality, political morality is on wane. Therefore, governor, there's nothing wrong in giving this position to the Nazir. Giving, if we go by his background and the constitutional setting and the requirement of the day, I think this government has done the wonderful job, and the criticism of the government opposition is unfounded. I mean, they criticize for the sake of criticism. They have also done the same thing, and these people have also opposed. But I submit that this appointment was necessary, and there's nothing wrong in it. Now, I'll agree with the suggestion of Rajiv Malhotra that 62 is too young age. I mean, keeping somebody. Therefore, if you want, then retire them at the age of 70, 68 or 70, so that they don't do any work. Or in America, there's a lifetime appointment, because they will express, they will do something at 62. They can't sit idle. It's too young age, man. I mean, we all are above 62. So therefore, something has to be done. They are holding regulatory commissions. It is true. Now, I'll take, even in the regulatory commissions, even otherwise government is having all the say. Even High Court Justice Department, government is having all the say. We can't check this so long as the system goes, unless there's a close scrutiny, widespread zone of consideration. We can't avoid. You know, the tribunals, earlier Supreme Court used to send one name. Now government says send the panel. And out of the panel, they'll pick up the man of their own choice. And we know from who bets this name. So therefore, government is still having to say, I do not see anything wrong in the appointments. Appointment will come, and they have come to stay because the retirement age is very young. And of course, judges, I have seen, Mr. Goel, that judges after retirement who were appointed earlier and they were singing the peens of the R.K. Dhaman and Yashpal Kapoor. Now they are digging the biography of this Sonia Gandhi. So this is the human nature. They go, but then I will say that overall, this principle is not bad. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. According to Honorable Justice Saxena, the principle is not bad. And he mentioned about Justice Nazir. I would like to put a disclaimer here that I know Justice Nazir very closely because his house is very next to my place where I am staying in Murbidri. And I have met him 3 times, one in the flight, another at his residence at Delhi when he was Supreme Court judge, and once at his home only at Murbidri, where from he hails. And he's right that he came from a very, very modest family. But the point which he has raised is there is no harm. Only one point I can say that recently there was a news about one of the judge who become in the commission, although he was not a CGI, and the post was always conventionally for the CGI, but then he was given the position of the chairmanship of that particular commission, and there was lots of hue and cry. There are many. Sorry,
that is exception. Yes, just commissioner.
We know that, and the Justice Saxena has mentioned that now that government wants a panel list of the panel, so that they select. They select means they select the person who is really of their own choice. There is no integrity, because after all, without the IB report, nobody will send. And IB report, I consider, once you have become a High Court judge, how come IB report, even if IB report says something, even during your tenure, immediately the judge should be impeached if there is a IB contradictory report. But how come you can allow a person who become a judge either of High Court or Supreme Court to work for the entire tenure? Even IB report has come contradict, but that is a separate topic which definitely we would like to take some time again. Thank you very much, Honorable Justice Saxena. When I will come, I will definitely ask a question to you.
Then we will refer to Dinakaran's case. Dinakaran's case. The history was digged when he was said to be elevated to the Supreme Court.
Yes. No, there are many cases. We know about sitting Justice Joseph case also, what has happened with him, so many things. So we know what
unless he was superseded, yes. Just Joseph was a wonderful judge, he superseded.
Okay, thank you very much, Justice Saxena. I would like to invite my next panelist guest, and he is Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma. Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma is a leading lawyer of Western UP with more than 43 years of practice. He is regularly appearing in Supreme Court and different high courts, including Allahabad, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, Andhra Pradesh, etc. He is extensively practicing constitutional, civil, and taxation matters. He is also rendering social services. He is Secretary of Nikandan Trust, Mathura. He is Founder Secretary of Civil Lawyer Forum and President thereafter. Welcome, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma on our show. But before I will take his views, I would like to read a view from an opinion of a viewer. He is Professor Dr. R.K. Arya. Professor Dr. R.K. Arya is the Professor of International Economics at Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies, Faridabad. And his views are, judges tend to attain the position after they have marshaled the most sensitive decisions-making caliber. They are very balanced in the approach. Secondly, judiciary is independent of executive and legislation, and there is no intermingling. It does not happen with other services like diplomacy and army, where one can expect very high sanctity from them. The present day post of governors is not immune from the politics. The chances of bipartisan are very high, and the simple question is, even if the appointed judge is very fair in his approach, what is the need that he should take up governorial post? And in case the politicians start clashing with the particular governor, whether he would not react because he would have to maintain sanctity of what he held previously. There are many other forums, or even he can start providing legal help to the common man as they are entangled in costly litigations. It is only to protect his own dignity he should not take any post in non-legal field where the clashes or arguments with politicians are frequent. These are the views of Professor Dr. R.K. Arya, who is the Professor of International Economics at Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies, Faridabad. Welcome, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma on our show. Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, you have heard both two Honorable Justices, Honorable Justice Mehrotra as well as Honorable Justice Saxena. They have given their views, although there are different views. I will not say that both are on the same page, but they have given their views. Now, you as a senior advocate of Mathura and on the Western UP, you are practicing and you have seen many of your judges elevated from the bar or appointed as a civil judge and become the judges in High Court and elevated even to the Supreme Court. You have seen, and you have seen how the post-retirement benefits in earlier Congress government and now in the BJP government they are getting. We would like to know your views on post-retirement appointment of judges, good or bad. Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, please. Please unmute. Please unmute. Advocate Sharma, please unmute. No, again you are muted. Please unmute. Yes, yeah. Please go ahead.
First, I would like to congratulate you for selecting such a topic, and that too in present scenario, because of nowadays, generally people are afraid of speaking on such topics. Anyway, you have selected it. You have done a daring job.
Advocate Sharma, I have already put a caveat initially that it's your views which you are putting. So I'm sure that there will be no ED, IT or CBI knocking at my door like BBC. Yes, please go ahead.
You needed to be afraid of all these things. Anyway, coming to the topic, it is generally being said that the post-retirement appointments influences the pre-retirement judgments. And the main reason is because of government is the appointing authority, and government is the biggest litigant in our courts of law, especially before the High Court and the Honorable Supreme Court. When at one point, government is standing before the court as a party, and other point, government has to give some benefits, some appointments to the very same person who has to decide the matter in which a government itself is a party. Psychologically, it is correct that such things may influence. And that's why it is being said, which I say cannot be said to be wrong, that the post-retirement appointments influences the pre-retirement judgments. Anyway, but all this diminishes the faith of the public in judicial system and also casts a shadow on the impartiality of the judges. We have to remember this fact that government is appointing authority and government is a litigant as a party before that same judge. Post-appointment retirements are of two types. First is the appointment of the judicial work itself, that is like chairman of Human Rights Commission, Company Law Tribunal, and so many other tribunals, then consumer redressal forums, and those so many inquiry commissions also. These posts are prescribed in law to be filled in by judges. And it is due to their legal acumen and the impartiality. Though I agree that a little favor is maybe there in such appointments also. But as it is a requirement of law, hence it does not affect the image of the judiciary. So many questions are generally being raised on such appointments also, but it is a statutory obligation. It has to be done by the government also, and just have to accept. The second type of appointments are the political appointments, like the governorship, Rajya Sabha membership, some ministers, and some others. This second type of appointments creates the controversy. A very little controversy is, as you have said just about that Honorable Justice Misra, National Human Rights Commission, that post was reserved for Chief Justice of India also, but on what he was not the Chief Justice and he was appointed anyhow, so the controversy was there. Otherwise, generally for these non-political posts, or I should say the legal working post, no controversy is generally being raised at all. Now, appointment on these political posts, this raised the eyebrows. Appointment of these retired judges on some political post definitely creates a doubt, and it affects the faith of the public in judicial system. My view is that government should not offer such political posts to the judges. And even if such political posts are offered, then judges should not accept that offer at all, and rather they should refuse the same. If such political appointments are going on, then the judges may be favorable to the government, which will frustrate the independence of the judiciary, and it will be ultimate big loss to the judicial system, and that may damage to our democracy also. And that is the main reason why this hue and cry is being made nowadays. Recently, as you have also said, Honorable Justice Gogoi was appointed as member Rajya Sabha. Honorable Justice Nazir was appointed as governor. All these honorable judges were part of the very important benches in which the government was a big party. And they have given the judgments in the favor of the government. And now they have been benefited by the same government. That definitely raise a doubt in the appointment of these honorable judges. Judiciary is expected to be absolutely impartial and independent. That is the main intention of establishing the judicial system, and that is the main purpose. So such political appointments, in my view, is they may not be said to be unconstitutional or legal. Legally they may be correct, but they are definitely immoral. Neither government should offer such political posts to the retired judges, nor retired judges should accept such political posts. Otherwise, it will directly strike the faith of the public in judicial system itself, and that will damage our democracy. That's my view, Mr. Goel. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, for giving your views. And Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma is very, very clear. He says that the post-retirement appointment of the judges in judicial systems like commissions, etc., is fine. Although he has given example, although I have not given the name, but he has given the name of Justice Arun Mishra. But he says that that should not be given because the post was reserved for CGI always, and this time it was given. And we know that before retirement, he has given some judgments which were people consider that they are quite favorable to the government of India, and that's why he got that as a prized posting. But he says that neither the government should offer for political thing or posting like governor or Rajya Sabha membership or ministership, or neither nor the judges should accept it morally. But nowadays, we all know that what is the moral in the politics. Who is going to leave 3.5 lakhs rupees package per month of the salary plus perks? I'm sure that today the condition, everybody would like to be there. Anyway, thank you very much, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, for giving your views. And please don't worry, views are yours, so you have to be worried about the agencies than me, because I am only advocates are never to be worried, because they know how to come out. A very famous case of income tax department when they try to put one of the advocate in Delhi, and then they have to pay personally, I think 1 crore rupees at that time compensation also. Thank you very much. And I would like to invite my next panelist guest, and he is Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena. Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena is the Vice President of the Aligarh Bar Association, Aligarh. Welcome, Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena, on our show. Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena, before I will go to you, I would like to read the messages from our viewers. One is from Dr. Sadanand Nayak from Moorbidri. And please mind it, this Moorbidri is the place from where Justice Nazir belongs. And what he says, restriction in joining office of profit for minimum 3 years post-retirement, except for joining legal, education, and research institutes. These are the views of Dr. Sadanand Nayak from Moorbidri. One more view has come. It has come from USA, and this from Mr. Deepan Shah. He is the Asian Indian Ambassador for Organ and Tissue Donation Awareness of NJ Sharing Network, New Jersey, USA. And he says, by design to this is insulated from the temporary passion of the public and allows them to apply the law with only justice in mind and not electoral or political concerns, and view only the legal merit of case and not to make decisions with eye toward re-election or reappointment. So these are the views of Mr. Deepan Shah, Asian Indian Ambassador for Organ and Tissue Donation Awareness of NJ Sharing Network, New Jersey, USA. So basically, he is also saying that the reappointment or re-election of the post retirement appointment of judges is not good, according to Mr. Deepan Shah also. So Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena, welcome to our show. You have heard Honorable Justice Mehrotra, Honorable Justice Saxena, as well as Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, as well as the opinions of our viewers. Being a senior vice president of Aligarh Bar Association and quite active because I met you recently when I came to Aligarh, and I was so happy to meet you, and I found that you are doing lots of work, social work also in the society. So we would like to know from you your views on post-retirement appointment of judges, good or bad. Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lal, and all dignitaries, respected Justice Rajiv Lochan Mehrotra sir, Honorable Justice Sudhir Saxena sir, and Mr. Ramesh Kumar Sharma, Advocate sir, my senior. आप सब विभूतियों के समक्ष मुझे बोलने का अवसर मिल रहा है, ये मेरे लिए बहुत ही सम्मान का विषय है। इसके अलावा मैं सीधे मुद्दे पर आने की अनुमति चाहता हूं कि पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ जज it is very, very necessary part, because 72 years passing today, आज एक भी FIR भारत में दर्ज यदि नहीं हो, तो भी जो आज 5 करोड़ वाद लंबित हैं मेरे भारतवर्ष में, उनका निस्तारण करने के लिए 100 वर्ष लगेंगे। यही स्पीड से यदि न्यायिक प्रक्रिया चलती रहे और आज के बाद एक भी FIR दर्ज ना हो, एक भी मुकदमा दर्ज ना हो, तो उन मुकदमों के निस्तारण में 100 वर्ष का समय चाहिए। आज राष्ट्र की जिम्मेदारी है कि उनको न्याय देना ही है। इसके लिए ऑनरेबल जुडिशरी को हमारे
क्या बोला
भारत
था?
के संविधान, हेलो
हाँ, प्लीज
हेलो
प्लीज गो अहेड
जी, आज
सक्सेना जी।
हेलो
हाँ,
मैं
चल,
इसकी
यस यस यस, प्लीज गो अहेड।
आज की स्थिति 5 करोड़ वादों के लंबित रहने के दौरान ये स्थिति में आपातकालीन मर्यादा नास्ति का जो सिद्धांत है उसको अपनाया जाना चाहिए और न्याय देना ही है। तो इसलिए ये पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट ऑफ जजेस जो है उसका किया जाना बिल्कुल उचित है। अब शंका और आरोप तो माता सीता पे भी लगे थे। अब बात आती है कि इस एज को, जो रिटायरमेंट एज जो 62 और 65 भी है, तो ये भी एक यंग एज है। इसको बढ़ाया जाना चाहिए, 70 to 70 ईयर्स किया जाना चाहिए और उनको अधिकतम सीमा तक जाना चाहिए। उनकी जो काबिलियत है उसका उसका सदुपयोग किया जाना चाहिए। इसका सीधा सीधा फायदा न्यायिक अधिकारियों को भी मिलेगा, एडवोकेट्स को भी मिलेगा और वादों का निस्तारण भी होगा, तेजी से होगा। अनुभव की वजह से वो जो समय नीचे लोअर कोर्ट है, इनको सीखने में जो समय बर्बाद हो रहा है, वो जो गलतियां हो रही हैं, वो जो अपील रिवीजन पढ़ते हैं, ऑनरेबल जो हाई कोर्ट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर पेंडेंसी बढ़ती है, तो उसको रिड्यूस करने के लिए माननीय का जो पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट है वो किया जाना बिल्कुल उचित है। अब वो यदि उनकी एज बढ़ा दी जाएगी 70 ईयर्स के, मैं तो गवर्नमेंट से सीधा सीधा रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा इसके माध्यम से कि वो एज 70 ईयर्स तक किया जाए। उनकी काबिलियत का राष्ट्र को सीधा सीधा फायदा मिलना ही चाहिए। अब इशू एक और है कि आर्टिकल 124 सब क्लॉज 7 में कि उनका अपॉइंटमेंट नहीं किया जाना चाहिए, लेकिन आज की जो स्थिति है, देश की जो जितने मुकदमे लंबित हैं उनका निस्तारण किया जाना बहुत जरूरी है। और आगे के लिए जो नई जनरेशन जो जजेस अपॉइंट हो रहे हैं और जो एडवोकेट्स आ रहे हैं, उनको सीखने के लिए भी तो गार्जियंस चाहिए, उनकी भी तो आवश्यकता है। इस बात मैं ऑनरेबल जस्टिस राजीव लोचन सर की बात से पूरी तरह से सहमत हूँ और जस्टिस सुधीर सक्सेना साहब की बात से पूरी तरह से सहमत हूँ। और अपॉइंटमेंट किया जाना मेरी नज़र में गलत नहीं है। ट्रिब्यूनल जजेस चेयरमैन की तो आवश्यकता है ही, और यदि उन्हें गवर्नर पर जो क्वेश्चन मार्क्स लगाने वाले जो भी हृदय हैं, उनको ये भी देखना चाहिए यदि उनको तो इस एज को बढ़ाने की बात कहें, वो 72 और 75 और 70 ईयर्स की एज तक उन्हें काम करने का मौका दिया जाए, तो ये आरोपों से भी मुक्ति मिल जाएगी और लोड भी खत्म हो जाएगा जो वादों के जो बढ़ रहे हैं बाद। तो मेरी विचारधारा यही है कि पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होनी चाहिए और ट्रिब्यूनल्स के
जी, थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद एडवोकेट सक्सेना आपका। Advocate Saxena has raised a very pertinent point. He says that first thing is that that there are so much pendency, and this is only can be cleared if the judicial system becomes strong. And according to him, the experience because the age of 62 or 65 is not that much, so why not increase, like Honorable Justice Mehrotra said, to 70 years, so that at least the pending cases can be expedited, so that the judgment should come. But one point he has made, which I would like to say, he says the allegations to Mata Sita pe bhi lage the, but एडवोकेट सक्सेना माता सीता का जो एलिगेशन लगा था तो हमारे रामचंद्र जी ने उसे माना भी था. Anyway, thank you very much for giving your views. Now we would like to invite our last but not the least guest. Yes, please.
परीक्षा हमको शुद्ध होने का एक मौका देती है, आरोप हमको परिष्कृत और शुद्ध होने का मौका देते हैं। आरोप बुरे नहीं होते, आरोप हमको एक फिर दोबारा मौका देते हैं कि हम शुद्ध हैं, हम प्योर हैं, हम बेहतरीन हैं। तो ये आरोप से डरने वाले नहीं, बात ये है कि हम शुद्ध
लेकिन
हैं तो
एडवोकेट
हैं।
सक्सेना, ये हमें सबको पता है कि 2 बार माता ने परीक्षा दी और दोनों, दूसरी बार तो उन्हें बल्कि निष्कासित कर दिया गया राज्य से और उन्हें बिल्कुल बाहर भेज दिया गया। तो आई एम श्योर कि ऐसा हमारे जस्टिस नजीर के संग नहीं किया जाएगा। लेट हिम बी द गवर्नल पोस्ट, वी ऑलवेज बिलीव इन दैट। थैंक यू वेरी मच एडवोकेट सक्सेना। नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू invite my last but not the least guest, and he is Advocate Gagan Gandhi. Advocate Gagan Gandhi is the managing partner of Niti Nyay Law Offices, New Delhi. After doing his graduation in mathematics and statistics from St. Stephen's College, he completed his management from Faculty of Management Studies, FMS, University of Delhi. He worked in American Express Private Limited in their Risk and Information Department before he decided to do law from Faculty of Law, University of Delhi. Welcome, Advocate Gagan Gandhi, on our show. But before I will go, again, I have to read the messages, and I will tell you, viewers, it's not possible for me to get messages during the live because I prefer that you should send at least 1 day advance. But anyway, I am trying to accommodate whatsoever I can. The first message is from Mr. Praveen Chandra Jain. He is correspondent, Rotary English Medium School, Moodbidri. Again, the Moodbidri is the same native place of Honorable Justice Nazir. And he says, it's embarrassing to accept post-retirement appointment immediately, and also it will be against the conscience. Doubt creates in the minds of common men and the decreases faith in judiciary. These are the views of Mr. Praveen Chandra Jain, correspondent, Rotary English Medium School, Moodbidri. Another view has come from Mr. Duli Chand Karel. He is the national president of Bharatiya Swarnkar Sangh. And his view is the political environment has deteriorated and become self-centered, continued ruled by any means, and these activities are only the tools of their success. These are the views of Mr. Duli Chand Karel, the national president of Bharatiya Swarnkar Sangh. And the last view, which I am going to read right now, is of Dr. Bala Subramanian. He is the Turnright Human Relations Assessment Solution Private Limited. He's the director of this from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. And he says, knowledge of higher qualified and experience should be used again and again, and no second thoughts. And at the same time, they can help for the research to correct the mistakes or existing problems of delaying cases, automation, AI, modern methods of legal analysis, not to bring everyone in court campus, which is very expensive and labor. Do research, support that, give another domain and not waste their energy in. These are the views of Dr. Bala Subramaniam. He is the director, Turnright Human Relations Assessment Solutions Private Limited, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Welcome, Advocate Gagan Gandhi, on our show. Advocate Gagan Gandhi, you have heard the views of Honorable Justice Mehrotra, Honorable Justice Saxena, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, and Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena. As well as you have heard the views and the opinions of our viewers. We would like to know from you, because you are sitting in Delhi, where the Supreme Court is there, and where the recent controversy is basically of our appointment of our Honorable Justice Nazir, who retired in the month of January only. So we would like to know from you your views on this very, very important and relevant topic, post-retirement appointment of judges, good or bad. Advocate Gagan Gandhi, please.
First of all, thanks, Mr. Goel, for giving me this opportunity to speak.
Your head is going bit up. Your head is going bit up. Can you just... Yes, thank you.
So
I know you have a very good fan following, so I do not want that they should see your half-cut face. That's why I have just corrected. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Thanks for correcting me, actually. And it is privilege and honor to be part of such a distinguished panelist. And this topic, the post-retirement, whether it is good or bad. So good part is that Justice Nazir has been appointed as the governor. And the bad part is that his appointment is being linked to he being part of the landmark judgment. Now, that is the differentiating factor when we see the appointment of judges after retirement. So because they are part of some judgments, that is why they have been appointed, then that's a questionable. If they have been part of judgments and despite that they have been appointed, then it is good for the democracy. And this question has actually plagued the democracy since the inception of the democracy itself. Now, this question actually throws up multiple various other questions, which is, as the learned panelist was talking about, which is the pendency of the cases, which is the collegium system, which we discussed in one of the discussions, which is independence of judiciary itself, then the basic structure of the constitution. Now, what we are actually seeing is that we are seeing compartmentalization versus the independence. Now, if a person, he is in the system, he acquires knowledge, he acquires judicial experience. After a certain age, we expect that that person should take a backseat all of a sudden, as Justice Mehrotra was pointing out. Then that's actually, we are losing an asset from the society. So how can we actually capitalize that asset which has been created over the years? Because this legal field, it ages like a wine. So as you grow in this profession, you become more experienced, you have more knowledge, and you can foresee things. So now the question is how the system can absorb this knowledge, absorb this experience which has been gained over the years. So one suggestion which came up was that they can be utilized to address the pendency. They should not be allowed actually to be just oblivious to the system. Now, second proposal, which was that there should be a cooling period. So I totally agree, so that the perception which one gets that immediately once retires, he's been given the prime posts, he has been appointed for so and so thing. Why? There's a difference actually. When we see administrative appointments and when we see judicial appointments, it has to be a C difference. And the C difference arises from the fact that executive works closely with the legislature. Whereas judiciary, when it comes to judiciary, it has to not only seem to be independent, but it should have an impression that yes, the decisions have been taken independently. Why? Because this is the last resort. Now, why we have 5 crore cases, not by choice, but by compulsion. So people didn't have any choice left. Once they failed, the executive did not take appropriate steps, the legislature failed them, then they approached the judiciary. So this is somehow putting question mark on the functioning of the executive as well as of the legislature as well. That how come we are having laws which are requiring interpretation, especially the constitutional benches. That is why we are resorting to judiciary. And I think it is more than a coincidence that we are having this discussion on the auspicious day of Mahashivratri, who has been associated with the Justice Lord Shiva. Now, this actually the judicial system has to be seen not intermingling with the political colors or not intermingling with the government of the day. Then the common perception will be that I have no hope left. Either I become the majoritarian view or I am left out of the system. Now, to tackle the majoritarian view, we already have a political system in place, which encompasses people from all walks of life. Vis-a-vis the judiciary. Now, judiciary is the only state which will take care of the minoritarian view also, apart from the majoritarian view. Now, it is not just because it is a majoritarian view, it does not mean that the judiciary will give stamp to that. Now, how to ensure that there is an ecosystem which is in place so that even the majoritarian view can be questioned, even the majoritarian view can be overruled. So that ecosystem has to be created. And that can only come once we have an independent. We have seen tussle going on between the collegium and the government. Now, government wants that there should be a transparency in the appointment of judges. whereas the judiciary thinks that it is intermingling with the independence of the judiciary. So this tightrope walk has to be put in a manner, or there has to be enough checks and balances that the common man, actually ultimately both of them are working for the cause of the people, whether it is legislature, whether it is executive, whether it is judiciary. Now the thing is that majoritarian view, if it starts becoming a pattern, that you see one after the other judgment being coming from that point of view, then the people start questioning that this is not what I expected. This is not our forefathers of the constitution actually expected. That is how they kept the appointment system. That is how they kept the independence of judiciary in place. Now coming to the question of that how this talent can actually be absorbed. This talent which the government has nurtured over the years, this should not go in vain. Now, one idea which was proposed was that they should be looking after the cases. They should be given judicial appointments on as an additional judges of the various high courts, or they could be absorbed for being appointed as local commissioners. But being appointed for the post of governors or being appointed for the other gubernatorial posts, that has to be seen, that whether it should not look like a quid pro quo, that okay, I have rendered the pre-retirement judgment, now I am entitled for the post-retirement benefit, because that will shake the entire judicial system. So to that extent, I agree with Advocate Sharma that the two things, they should not be linked together. As long as they are not being seen together, there is no harm, because it is not that once a person has retired from the Supreme Court, he is not entitled to become the governor. So that is my opinion on this topic.
Okay, thank you very much, Advocate Gagan Gandhi, for giving your views. And Advocate Gagan Gandhi is very, very clear that we should not waste the brains and the experience of those who have spent so much time in the legal field and as a judges, and we must try to absorb them as either in the judicial this thing. But he also says that to give a governor post or some political post is not acceptable, and he has suggested some cooling time also in that. Thank you very much, Advocate Gagan Gandhi, for giving your views. Now I am going to move to the second round, and that is the question round. My first question goes to Honorable Justice Rajiv Lochan Mehrotra. Very plain and simple question to you. Do you think generally honest judges get plum post? I think two words I am emphasizing: generally, honest, and plum post. Do you think generally honest judges get plum post? Honorable Justice Mehrotra, please.
Sir,
Post retirement.
Sir, I object your question. All the judges are honest. IB report ke baad.
No. Sorry. I'm not saying. I am saying, do you think generally honest judges? Yes, honest judges get plum post.
Do you think that some of the judges are dishonest also?
If they are not, then why the IB report is against them?
Exactly.
Why they are not getting? Why? So sorry, Honorable Justice, I should not argue with you. I know that you are more experienced. But if they are not been elevated, they have been files are pending with the government because of some IB report or somebody has forwarded some message, etc. So it clearly shows that the government feels that they are not honest. That's why I'm asking you.
देखिए, बहुत सी चीजें तो ऐसी हैं जिसमें आपने देखा होगा कि जजेस तो हम मान के चलते हैं कि ऑल आर ऑनेस्ट, और अगर कोई डिसऑनेस्ट थे तो उनको ब्रीफलेस किया गया या उनके खिलाफ इम्पीचमेंट की बात आई और उनको रिजाइन करना भी पड़ा। लेकिन हर आदमी अपनी कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से काम करता है। कुछ जजेस की कैपेसिटी बहुत अच्छी होती है, दे डिस्पोज ऑफ द केस वेरी रैपिडली, और कुछ जजेस they take time to dispose of even a single case. तो यहाँ पर ये जरूर है कि जिन लोगों ने काम बहुत तेजी से किया है, ये डिस्पोजल जिनका बहुत फास्ट रहा है, they should be given better post because they can perform better even on that post also. और जहां तक सवाल ये है कि स्लो जजेस का, जजेस मीन्स कि जो जिनका डिस्पोजल स्लो रहा है, उनको अगर ऐसी पोस्ट पे आपने पोस्ट रिटायरल असाइनमेंट दिया है जहाँ कि आपको लगता है कि वर्क बहुत कम आएगा और वो कम करते रहेंगे, तो कोई इनजस्टिस नहीं हुआ। और ये सच है, जैसा ऑनरेबल जस्टिस सक्सेना साहब ने कहा, ये तो आपकी मजबूरी है जब तक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अमेंड ना हो जाए कि क्वासी जुडिशियल पोस्ट जितनी भी हैं उस पे आपको तुरंत अपॉइंटमेंट करना ही करना है जजेस का, उसके लिए कोई आपके पास ऑप्शन नहीं है। थैंक यू।
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Justice Lochan Mehta. My view is, I always believe that all the judges are honest, but we have seen the way it is coming in the media. Few judges, they discard, they say no, they are not fit, and at that time it pains us because we believe, when the laymen believe that all the judges are honest, then why there is a differentiate that when the collegium is recommending some name, the government should accept all those names. If they are not accepting, it gives a doubt in our mind. Anyway, thank you very much.
अगर आपको फिर क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाना है तो फिर IB रिपोर्ट्स पे लगाइए, because IB has given them the clarity, even them plotlessness.
Okay.
Clean chit.
Next
They have been
time we are
provided
going
clean
to
chit.
discuss about the IB reports on the. Thank you very much. Now, my question goes to Justice Saxena. You are saying, what is the harm? They should be used because they are the brain experience. Their experience and brain should be used. I will just give one figure. Ex-CJI Ranjan Gogoi in Rajya Sabha. Some disturbance is coming. Anyway.
सब्जी वाला है बाहर।
That is the way the justice is being delivered nowadays, Honorable Justice Mehta. आवाज लगा के बुलाया जा रहा है।
No, now I am there. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes,
okay.
I can.
My question to you is, I am giving you the figure of ex-CJI Ranjan Gogoi in Rajya Sabha. 0 question, no private member bill, poor attendance. Are our judges after post-retirement, if these are the performance of the judges, while you are advocating that the judges are very experienced, well qualified and knowledgeable. So in case in this Rajya Sabha membership of the CJI Ranjan Gogoi, not a single question, 0 question, no private bill. It means then what is the use of the brain, the experience of a judge in Rajya Sabha, or it is just a reward posting because he has given the judgments? I need not to quote. Honorable Justice Saxena, please.
I think this question should have been directed at Mr. Pankaj Saxena. He had said that in any case, I had already referred to Justice Gogoi that it was an exception, and in fact, nominated members do not do this. Sachin Tendulkar, we have seen, the stars we have seen, they don't raise the question, they don't participate, and it's an honor conferred upon them. And this one position, Mr. Gogoi have been given some other post position.
But Honorable Justice Saxena, at least his attendance should be there. Na? At least he should attend the meetings. If he is not attending the meetings also, there is a poor attendance that has also come in this.
Yes, I fully agree with you. He should have returned the favor by participating in the debates. And very often judiciary is a question in the Rajya Sabha when Vice President says that basic structure has to be changed, then he should have responded immediately. Instead of just coming from the Supreme Court judges, it should have come from him. He is our representative. He should have said that. I'm sorry, but then we do that.
That is what I wanted to know from you. Thank you very much. Now my question goes to Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma. Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, at the time of retirement, Justice Nazir has given a statement. That statement says that Ayodhya verdict is, if I would have dissented, I would have become the hero of a particular community. But I have seen the national interest. My question to you is judge is supposed to see the national interest or see the legality of the case? What is your take about this?
Yeah, Mr. Goyal, there was very much controversial opinions about the Ayodhya judgment. What I feel, this judgment is entire judgment, I would like to say, not only of Mr. Nazir, but all the bench of 5 judges. It has been delivered looking the national interest only and not with regard to the legal aspects of the case. This is my. So not only Mr. Nazir has said it like that, but I feel that all the 5 judges have delivered the judgment with the national interest only. It has nothing to do with the legal side.
So, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma, we always
My request to one request to Mr. Goyal, you have just said that I too presume that all the judicial officers are judges are not correct. My view, and as the experience of 44 years of practice, that very good quantity of judges are not. What I say? They cannot be said not correct at all. It cannot be said they are not correct at all. Their working is apparently visible that they are not doing the justice and they are making the having the means which is not lawful at all.
But Advocate Sharma, again, I will come to my question. Sometimes we always hear the judges make the remark very clearly, sitting on the bench. They say, we never go on the public demand. We are not interested what the public is saying or the media is saying. We see the legal point. In case of Ayodhya verdict, this was at the time of retirement when the farewell, I don't know whether it's a bar council or wherever he has given this very clear thing that I have seen the national interest. Do you think national interest is more paramount than the legal thing? Then it means the government, whatsoever government is become a litigant and government cases are there, they are always, according to the government, is the national interest. So the judges should see the legal interest from the national interest.
The question is very pertinent. Sometimes the national interest becomes conflicting to the legal interest. And in Ayodhya case, this exception is very much there. The national interest was otherwise than the legal interest. And honorable judges has chosen the national interest. That is their view. They have taken it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma.
Mr. Goyal, you proceed on the premises that judgment was legally not sound. Mediation
Legally, it was definitely national interest and rightly passed, I would like to say.
It was legally sound also because mediation is one of the process.
Find mention is that much of the standard which generally Honorable Supreme Court is being given delivering the judgments. Legally.
Mediation is the legal process.
Process there. Law has been not been made applicable.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I think judgment is sound, legally sound also.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. We will have a discussion on this judgment sometime. If I will get the protection that there will be no defamation case against me, contempt case.
Absolutely not, Mr.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Now my question goes to Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena. We are talking about some small things, a governmental post or some commission. What about arbitration? We know that the government is one of the main arbitration involved in arbitration cases, and government pays crores and crores or lakhs and lakhs of rupees as arbitration fee, and which is they are giving to their favorite judges only. They become the arbitrator. What about that, Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena? Nobody is talking about that. What do you say about that?
About arbitration fees or appointment of arbitration?
See, as first appointment of arbitrator is the discretion of the government.
No, sir. Yes, sir. You are
okay.
Mr. Lal. You are
okay.
You are talking about the old act. Now in the new act, it is the court. Yeah, it is the arbitrator. In case the arbitrator is proposed by the government, it is for the other party to either to accept it or to refuse it. And if the other party does not give his consent, to the list of the arbitrators proposed by the government, then definitely the court, High Court or Supreme Court under Section 11 of the Arbitration Act would appoint an arbitrator, not the government.
Justice Mehrotra, for my knowledge sake, if they give the list, how many times they have been those arbitrators have been refused? I am talking of generally. Means majority of arbitrators decisions whatsoever they have been given by the government suggested, the panel of the judges.
Exactly, the panel is maybe suggested by either party. Either party may suggest. Normally the government is a strong party now. So the weaker party, the other party will ask the government that I'm suggesting the list of arbitrators and you may choose either of them. But in case the government or the other party refuses to accept it, then the matter goes to the court after a month. Only a month's time is given to the party.
And I think Mr. Goel is not suggesting that High Court is also appointing some only favorite judges, not to all.
See, my point is very, very clear that this is also one post, or why not, again I reframe my question is why not we make it a compulsory for all the judges to post retirement, if they agree to become the arbitrator, and all the cases which are coming referred, it should go turn by turn without seeing who is more favorable to the government or to the High Court or the Supreme Court. Is it possible? Is it there?
This is the process. Every High Court has its list. In case I retire from the High Court Allahabad and I will move an application before the Chief Justice that I be enrolled as an arbitrator in the list, definitely he will enroll me in the list, and I will be given arbitration as and when my number comes. Government does not have any role in it.
Practice. I'm sorry to say, the arbitration not allotted according to rotation. They are allotted on the basis of choice.
Sir, you may say that it is the part of the High Court, not the government.
Yeah, it is the fault of High Court, of course. I think High Court is allotted to few ones.
See, we can criticize government because it's elected one, but we cannot criticize the Honorable High Court or Supreme Court. Then it will be definitely a contempt. But anyway, you have clarified. So, Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena, now question has become very easy. Whether all the post-retirement judges should be given on the number wise, whether it's the High Court or the government or the Supreme Court, the arbitration work without going through their favorite, without any favoritism. What do you say about this, Advocate Saxena?
Arbitration अपॉइंटमेंट का एक प्रोसेस है, उसका एक लिस्ट होता है एप्लीकेशन के माध्यम से, और जब एप्लीकेशंस आती हैं तो उसी क्रम में उनका अपॉइंटमेंट होता है। अब उसमें पक्षकारों को चूज करते हैं, तो चूज किए जाने के क्रम में यदि वो दोनों पक्षकार संतुष्ट नहीं है तो फिर वो मैटर कुछ समय बाद कोर्ट में हियर हो जाता है।
ओके,
सो क्वेश्चन मैं समझ नहीं पाया।
नहीं, क्वेश्चन वो था कि जो अभी जो रिटायर होते हैं, पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट जो रिटायर हो जाते हैं जजेस, चाहे वो हाई कोर्ट से हो सुप्रीम कोर्ट से हो, उनकी लिस्ट होनी चाहिए, और उसमें सिर्फ अगर वो ऑप्ट आउट करते हैं कि हमें आर्बिट्रेटर नहीं बनना है, वो ऑप्ट आउट करें, अदरवाइज ऑल जजेस आफ्टर द रिटायरमेंट।
राजा साहब एक मिनट माफी चाहेंगे आपसे साहब, हमें बिल्कुल आप ठीक कह रहे हैं, लेकिन लॉ अब चेंज हो गया है। अभी तक ये था कि डिपार्टमेंट अपने आर्बिट्रेटर में से किसी एक आदमी को, ऑफिसर को आर्बिट्रेटर अपॉइंट करता था, और आपके पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं होता था बट टू गो बिफोर हिम और आपने अपने रिडसल के लिए। लेकिन अब लॉ सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने चेंज कर दिया है, अब कोई भी डिपार्टमेंट अपना आर्बिट्रेटर खुद अपॉइंट नहीं कर सकता है, ये बिल्कुल बाहर हो गया है। अब तो उनको रिटायर्ड जजेस में से या एडवोकेट्स में से, या अगर कोई अकाउंटिंग का मैटर है तो किसी अकाउंटेंट के लिए, किसी भी फील्ड के लोगों के लिए वो सिंगल और मोर देन वन आर्बिट्रेटर वो प्रपोज करेंगे, और केवल प्रपोज कर सकते हैं, वो फोर्स नहीं कर सकते हैं कि आप इनको ही आर्बिट्रेटर मानिए। दूसरी पार्टी की कंसेंट इज रिक्वायर्ड। अब लॉ चेंज हो गया। थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू ऑनरेबल मेहरोत्रा। सो आप पंकज कुमार सक्सेना जी, इसका मतलब आर्बिट्रेशन का जो नया लॉ है उस हिसाब से सिर्फ प्रपोज कर सकते हैं, और उसमें वो एक्सेप्ट, तो हाई कोर्ट को वो एक्सेप्ट करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं, वो हाई कोर्ट को डिसीजन लेना है। तो
जी,
क्या
जी,
आपको लगता है कि हाई कोर्ट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में इसमें फेवरेटिज्म चलता है या नहीं? जैसे ऑनरेबल जस्टिस सक्सेना ने भी कहा कि उसमें भी वो लोग क्रम से नहीं चलते हैं, वो अपने जो फेवर वाले हैं उन्हें जजेस को लेते हैं। आपका इसमें क्या कहना है?
फेवर वाली नहीं, इम्पोर्टेंस, मैटर की इम्पोर्टेंस वैल्यूएशन देके,
सॉरी
मैटर की इम्पोर्टेंस वैल्यूएशन देख के देते हैं।
तो बात तो वही आ गई।
because the fees is determined on the basis of the valuation of the arbitration. So
So
this
if,
is what
if the
our-
arbitration is of few thousand crores, means they
नहीं,
say
the max
5,000 crores.
नहीं, the maximum fees for a sole arbitrator is 37 lakh and 50,000 only.
Per
Apart
day.
from the नहीं, total.
Total.
A
Okay.
ceiling of 30 lakh. In case the arbitrator is a sole arbitrator, then he is also entitled to get 25% additional amount also, apart from the expenses.
So one can understand if one arbitration case comes. Now I'm just comparing the government post. Why we are getting so much, Advocate Gandhi. My question to you is: we are creating unnecessary havoc. Advocate Gagan Gandhi, are you there? We are
Yes,
just
yes.
creating havoc about. We are doing a havoc about governor post of what our Justice Nazir has got. Retired High Court and Supreme Court judges are getting so much money from arbitration, as our Honorable Justice Mehrotra says, upper limit. Although it is few cases, not all the cases, there are lower limit also. So why we are creating this thing? And if we are creating, as you say, that there should be a cooling time, why not amend the law, as Honorable Justice Saxena most likely mentioned, and bar all the appointments, political appointments only. We are talking of political appointments. That's why we have kept this topic today. That appoint or bar all the political appointment, whether it's a governor, whether it's a this thing. Because I will give the reason. Rajya Sabha, we have seen what the performance of our ex-CGI, and governor post also. It's a very controversial post nowadays. Become very earlier also. Ramesh Bhandari also. Do you think that any justice or the judge who retired from a very reputed Honorable Supreme Court would like to be in the mudslinging in the governor? Because whatsoever decision he is going to take, if for or against, it is going to create a problem unless he has been posted a ruling party's state government state. Otherwise, where is the opposition, there will be mudslinging on him. Like we have seen recently, the West Bengal governor, very close to us, because he used to appear in every week in media conference with Lal Goyal, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, IS. Even the ruling party of the center, that is the BJP, who has appointed them, they are putting names on them. You are hand in hand with the thing. So my question to you is whether a justice retired from a Supreme Court or a High Court should be subject to such type of mudslinging by any political party, opposition of the ruling. What do you say about this?
Yeah, first of all, one thing is that, as Lord Atkins said, that law is the king of kings. So keeping that in mind, we should be having that kind of ecosystem that where law actually prevails. And as we have seen that when it comes to high constitutional posts, whether it is CGI, we have seen before his appointment, there was complaint going around in the media, right? Then we have seen, as Justice Nazir is been appointed as the governor, we have seen he being associated with a lot of judgments. So this is possible only because of our democratic fabric. Had it been any other country, probably we would not have such kind of discourse.
Advocate Saxena, please mute yourself.
हाँ मैं अभी कॉल बैक कर दूं थोड़ी देर में.
Advocate Saxena, please mute your. Advocate Saxena, please mute yourself. It's disturbing. Yes, please.
So
yes,
so at one hand we are seeking the strength from such kind of fabric. On the other hand, we are questioning the same fabric which is giving us strength, which is actually dichotomous. Another thing which I want to bring to the knowledge is that we had foreign secretary who's being now made the foreign minister. There was no hue and cry being in. I did not see even a single whisper. Why? because he discharged his duty as a foreign secretary, which was much appreciated. And the country expected that he will do even better if he becomes the foreign minister. So why can't we have the same kind of expectations from the retired judges? Why our perception towards them changes?
Okay. Advocate Gandhi, I will just, my view, I don't know whether it's correct or not. See, a bureaucrat is having his individual say. He is not a final authority, but a judge is a final authority. Bureaucrat, he might be a cabinet secretary also. Forget about the foreign secretary. He cannot take a decision of his own. The decision has to come from the PMO or the concerned minister. So he is working under them, while a judge is not working under anybody. So he is an independent value. That is why the judge appointment is more crucial than a bureaucrat. Bureaucrat can become anything. It makes hardly any difference because he has not taken any decisions independently, apart from some police, as Honorable Justice Mehrotra said. So yes, some police, they have some powers where they take decisions, but nowadays even the police is not taking any independent decisions. It's all under the political masters. Anyway, thank you very much for giving such a, I must say, very, very a dynamic and a healthy and interactive discussion today for the first time in media conference with Lal Goyal.
Mr. Goyal,
Yes, please.
only 1 second. The
Yes,
cabinet or the bureaucrat, they are supposed to give correct advice. They do not advise even that. They completely crumble.
Yes, please. That's what I said. Anyway, thank you very much. So viewers, we have seen today, we are discussing something in the media, opposition parties crying, ruling parties giving reply. For what? We should not put anything against a particular individual man whose integrity, who has everybody knows that he is a person, very honest person, nationalist person. And if he has given a judgment which is not appreciated by the other party, it doesn't mean that we must put mud on his appointment. After all, he has a good career. Yes, one thing is very clear, giving an appointment just after the retirement, it creates a suspicion, and which should not be there. They should be above suspicion. So either we should have a cooling time, or as our panelists suggested, that we must increase the retirement age, or if you are not increasing, then after the retirement, they should be giving as an additional judge in the same courts, either High Court or the Supreme Court. So at least this 5 crore pendency should be cleared. But just to say that because he has been appointed, he has not given the judgment in our favor, and everybody knows there are two parties. Somebody will get the in favor, somebody will be, it is opposite against that. It doesn't mean that the judge can do like this. After all, judges, or if they are sitting on a bench, they never think to be a partial. At least I believe, although Advocate Sharma says there are some black sheep, but that is everywhere. But we should not paint them, all the judges, that they are like that, but rather we should say all judges are honest. 1 or 2 black sheep is always there, and they have been impeached also, or impeachment has started. Whether it is taking place or not, that is a different thing. Thank you very much. And today's program has been brought to you by V4 News, Karu News, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV India, Newsgaon se Samvad Sarokar News, Bharat Post News, Gyan, as well as it was shown on Facebook and YouTube. And our endeavor to bring to you every day new topic. Tomorrow, our topic in media conference with Lal Goyal at 10:30 a.m. is a bit different, and that is law of attraction and manifestation. Yes, you heard correctly, law of attraction and manifestation. And our panelists are Dr. Rukhsana Hassan, renowned psychologist, trainer, coach, motivational speaker, special educator for early childhood education and development from Bengaluru. Dr. Urvashi Mittal, district vice chairman, Inner Wheel 301, New Delhi. Miss Ranju Mehrotra, astronumerologist and Vastu consultant, Chandigarh. Miss Rakhi Agrawal, law of attraction consultant, Agra, and Dr. Prerna Sharma, renowned memory girl from Mathura. They will be discussing about the law of attraction and manifestation tomorrow. So please tune in for media conference with Lal Goyal at 10:30 a.m. Thank you very much, Honorable Justice Rajiv Lochhan Mehrotra. Thank you very much, Honorable Justice Sudhir Kumar Saxena. Thank you very much, Advocate Ramesh Kumar Sharma. Thank you very much, Advocate Pankaj Kumar Saxena. And thank you very much, Advocate Gangan Gandhi, for giving your very, very, I must say, frank views And I'm sure today's our viewers get the insight what is the reality in the legal fraternity and what we should do and what we should not do. Thank you very much. And